Hey guys, I want to talk about Prompt Perfect today. If you don't know Prompt Perfect, then basically all you need to know is that it's by Gina.ai. If you don't know Gina.ai, they are a phenomenal company. They make amazing AI products, one of which powers my entire SaaS. If you don't know, I have a SaaS. Check out harborseo.ai if you want a content generator keyword tool and a resource to find backlinks all in one. Anyway, they basically made this thing called Reader, which turns any web page through a curl request into LLM readable text, right? This is how Harbor actually works. This is how it operates, etc. So, and I was doing research on an idea for a website that I had, and randomly what pops up but a website by Gina. As soon as I saw .gina.ai, I knew I had to check out this tool. Now, one thing it does, which is cool, is it can optimize prompts, right? So if you have a messy prompt, as you know, I have a messy prompt, you can take that prompt. Let's take this, for example, and put this in this prompt optimizer, and you can make it maybe a little bit easier for the AI to understand. But that's not all this beautiful website does, and this is not sponsored, by the way. I just think it's a pretty cool idea. Now, obviously, this isn't the first optimizer. It's not even necessarily the best optimizer. I'm not even necessarily a fan of their optimizer. However, on the left, they have a few other options that you can select. And the first that I absolutely love is Arena. Now, Arena is really, really cool because you can basically turn on as many models as you want. You can change to image models if you want. And like it's all an integrated platform, right? So you pay $15.99 a month. You don't have to mess around with API keys, whatever. They use their API keys. They make money on some people, they lose money on some people. I think that's how a lot of these companies are doing. And to be honest with you, users are worth just as much as like having paid users is more important than making money in a lot of these companies. If you can just have more paid users, then it's like a positive thing for them, right? So you can run a prompt through all of these. Let's say you're trying to work out what the best um, writing prompt is. Actually, let's use my Skool community. So if you don't know, I have a Skool community. It's a great community. Shout out to everyone in there. Like people are really, really cool in there. Definitely, if you want to guys join, there's 9 people online now. None of them are admins, I don't think. So like, it's definitely a very, very active Skool community as well. But in here, in my classroom, in all my prompts slash workflows, I have, for example, this writing prompt right here, which should have everything inside it. Okay, it's missing a few things. I'm not going to go through it all now, right? But what you can do is you can put your prompt here. What's wrong with it? Prompt is too short. Heh. And then you can send it. Okay. To all of these different ones at the same time. Uh, so Haiku doesn't exist. That makes sense. GPT-4o. Chat GLM Turbo decided to go in Chinese. Classic. That's just classic. Chat GLM Turbo, that is. Mistral didn't work. Claude 3 Sonnet doesn't exist anymore. Command, I don't even know what that is. Llama, done. Pretty trash. GPT-4 Turbo, done. Pretty good. GPT 3.5 Turbo, the best AI ever written, ever made, done. So you can see Baidu Ernie as well is here. This is pretty cool. Like you can test all of these different ones at once, see what works for you, see what writes the best content. And there's a second page here. Fi still going. That's just classic Fi, that is. Looks like it might be writing pretty good content. But yeah, I really, really like that. But I want to show you a few more things in this service. Now, I have not paid for anything. I'm not sure how much I can use this or whether they're doing the classic AI company thing of here's loads of free credits, play around for a bit, and then, once once you're hooked on the product, we'll make it a paid product. That is a pretty standard thing that they do. So you can actually see there are other options here, like we have Streamline, Functions, LLM as a database. Don't know what the hell that means. Leverage a large language model as an intelligent key value database that discerns patterns through examples. It can be, I don't know what that means. But prompt as a service is pretty cool. Like I showed you before with Gina, like if you actually just go to, for example, this address, it's actually the same thing, right? So this is called a curl request, or you can do it with curl requests. What you can do here is you can actually create a prompt and then you can send a curl request. So let me just show you this tutorial. You create this prompt, right? You add whatever it is, and then you can make it a publicly accessible URL, right? So if I just say okay here, this is already publicly accessible. How do I get the code? Okay, so you call this service by curl. You can see here, it gives you your own URL. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure about this exactly, but if I go here, does that just do the same thing? It might need some inputs, but basically this is, you can do this with a curl request. Oh, it does. It actually does. That's so funny. So it works the same way that Gina does. You can literally have a prompt, right, where people could put their own values here and get a specific response. If I had had this when I made Harbor, it would have made my life a lot easier because I could have just done this, basically. This is actually super. This is a really easy way to make a complicated workflow with AI, especially with different models, right? Because you can change the backend model here. Like you can have one prompt that uses, I don't know why they've got GPT-3 Sonnet. Like, come on, Gina. Doesn't even exist anymore. But like, if they just had slightly better models here and stuff and not just weird models that don't exist anymore, you could make workflows like the one, having like one part of your script with ChatGPT and one part of your script with Claude is pretty annoying to code. So having this where you can just have a URL that you can just send a curl request to is possibly the easiest way I've ever seen to code on the internet in terms of using AI to code. So I mean, honestly, guys, check this out. You can just dump all of this knowledge, give it to Claude, put your custom prompts here, and then you actually have a publicly accessible prompt URL, which means that you can just, instead of writing code for AI, you can literally just send a curl request to that URL. That's crazy if you understand what I'm talking about. Agents, very interesting as well. I haven't looked too much into this on here, but I'm not gonna lie, agents confuse the hell out of me. I'm starting to understand them a little bit, but they do confuse me. But this is basically just a load of community agents that you can click on the agent here. You can see like how it works, and this is a simulation, so it's like actually a run of this agent platform. So we should be able to duplicate this. This wasn't working before. It wouldn't let me duplicate before. This is a pretty good. This really actually helps me understand agents a bit better here. So it says thoughts are private, actions are visible. Thoughts remain an agent's secret while actions and their outcomes are observable by others. Simulation concludes when all agents exit. So if you have 5 agents, once all 5 of them have finished their task, the simulation ends. Simulations are turn-based. In a turn, agents might think, act, or even perform multiple actions. Events are agents, actions, or thoughts. Agents can act or ponder, typically resulting in an event. Events usually follow the SVO, which if you're familiar with grammar, then it's the subject, verb, object, which is the standard English like lexical sentence structure format where there can be multiple objects. Pretty interesting. Now, like I said, I'm not massively, like, I don't really fully get what's going on here, but I will say that this is useful in the right hands of someone for sure. And it should be, again, something that you will be able to run similar to the prompt thing that I was showing before. So yeah, I mean, overall, like, it's got agents here as well. So again, I don't know, environments, copy of copy of copy of copy of copy. This is just classic. This is, I honestly, I'm not familiar with all this stuff. I think someone will find this interesting. The other stuff, especially Arena and Prompt as a Service, very, very interesting to me. If you've tried to make some kind of AI application before and you haven't managed to make it work because of AI coding, Prompt as a Service will make that way easier for you. The cost, $15.99 a month, monthly. If you pay yearly, $13.33, which is quite expensive. This is not bad. You get 500 requests per day for AutoTune and Interactive, 500 mod requests a day for Arena. Okay, I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. Definitely check out this platform. Seems very, very interesting. I like Gina, so I like what they do normally, and they've got some pretty interesting things here. This, if it with a little bit of refinement, will be absolutely perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. Check out the Skool community if you want to support me, or if you just want a bit more help with this. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. I'll see you very soon with some more content. Peace out.